Hello and welcome to the Official Watches YouTube channel. I am really proud to announce that we have yet another new release here in Jardin du Mayfair, heaven on earth for the watch enthusiast. Before I get started guys, my tech team informed me that up to 80% of viewers aren't subscribed, so please do hit that subscribe button and I will keep these new release videos and fresh content coming to you every week. Guys, I am so excited to tell you that today we have the new Rolex Daytona, and it's none other than the white gold Oysterflex, the 126519 LN, and it is looking lethal. Announced in March 2023 at Watches and Wonders, which I hope you've seen the video of by now, but please do check it out if you haven't. This has taken a long time to get my hands on. It's none other than the revamped Rolex Daytona. And without further ado, let's get into it. At first glance, or from a distance, the changes are hard to spot. It's still the same reassuringly recognisable 40mm chronograph boasting an 18 karat white gold case, ceramic bezel, Oysterflex bracelet with 20mm lugs, and the 100-metre water resistance that we've come to expect. I'm really happy to say, and for the eagle-eyed amongst you, that at the end of this video, we're also going to be able to play a game of Spot the Difference. So it's not the first time that I've said that the Rolex ethos is simply incredible. Evolution, not revolution. And that is exactly what we're seeing here. Nothing has changed, yet everything has changed. Perfect. The differences are subtle and fairly easy to miss unless you've got the previous reference on hand to compare. Or should I say on wrist, because official watches being official watches, of course we've got one. So it would be difficult to talk about the differences without being able to show you them properly. So let's do that at the end of the video. Firstly, the case has been tweaked. The new reference features a 0.5mm slimmer case, dropping from 12 to 11.5mm. It's always been a slim watch, but in a world where chronograph movements tend to add extra height to a watch, compact is always welcome. The shape has been completely redesigned. The lugs are now bolder, sharper, and the case has lost some of its soft curvature to become a little more aggressive. The entire case has become a little less asymmetrical, thanks to the rebuild. If you look at the cases from previous generations of Rolex, and it doesn't really matter if you're looking at a Daytona, a GMT, an Explorer 2, etc., you can still see that the right-hand side of the case is always slimmer and creates a different line as it sweeps down the lugs. This has been done away with on the Daytona revamp, and the case is now much closer to being symmetrical. The new lugs are thicker because, simply put, there's more metal on them now. They also sport a downward curve rather than being straight, which makes the watch really well balanced on the wrist. The crown guard has been given a boost in size as well to make it flow better with the new case. All in, it wears beautifully and is visually sharper all around. The change to the bezel is pretty clear. It now sits inside a metal ring that is integrated to the case, a move that I have to confess I do prefer. This is a bit of a throwback to the vintage Daytonas such as the 6263, which I hope you've seen our video on, that sported an aluminium insert within a metal bezel. More importantly though, it reduces the chance of chipping or damaging the ceramic if it receives a blow to the edge, which now has a layer of protection all the way around it. The dial and handset has also seen a redesign. The dial indices are smaller and the gold surround is thinner to leave more room for the lume, which is always a positive. The subdial outer track rings have been slimmed to allow an increase to the size of the subdial itself. It's a really subtle change, but one that really works. The hands have lost some girth too. Basically, everything on this dial has been on a diet. The small changes combine to make the dial seem more spacious and a lot less cramped. Not that it ever was, but the tweaks do seem to create more space on the dial despite the layout being the same. There is a new printed coronet at 6, which denotes that the 12 reference Daytona is running a new movement, the caliber 4131. a 47 jewel update to the previous 4130 movement that offers 72 hours of power reserve and all the bells and whistles, vertical clutch, parachrom hairspring, chrono energy escapement, but with a reduced number of components, which is designed to increase reliability. Less components, less chance of failure. The new caliber has also seen some aesthetic improvements in the form of Rolex Côte de Genève decoration, but at the moment these are hidden behind a solid caseback on all models bar the flagship Platinum and, as you definitely already know, the Le Mans, because I got a video on that one too. So what you really need to know is the new movement has all the tech that Rolex can throw at it and is a pretty one to boot. Job done. So this leads us to the big question. Is the new generation of Daytona better than its predecessor? And is it worth upgrading? Do you know what? I think I'll leave that one to you. But I will say this, I'm an absolute sucker for any new watch that Rolex release. It's a shame, but it's true. I just love these things. I love all the little upgrades, and I definitely love the new case size. I think it's really, really wearable. I also love the nod to the vintage aspect, but I want to hear what you guys think in the comments. That is what means the world to me. So guys, Chardin du Mayfair, I've been Oscar, signing off.